Oh shit, we are seriously live. Alright.
You're live. Hold up. Well, they can hear you right now.
Yeah, let me just turn this thing down. Alright. What's going on now?
Hold up. Let's hit him with that theme song.
What's going on?
Let's hit him with that theme song.
What's going on?
Let's hit him with that theme song.
Building, there I am.
What up? What's going on, everybody? Welcome everybody to episode 33 of Shut Up, Let's Talk. Join along here with my best friend Jose. What's up, man?
What's up, everybody? What's going on? It's been a little while since I've been on any formal episode, but now I'm out miles away, but I'm here.
God, man, it's been a good time. I'm sorry I sound so I just rolled right into that. It's been a crazy time trying to get the audio. I'll give you guys some behind the scenes dialogue right now. Me and Jose can't see each other, but we could hear each other. So this is almost it's a very different kind of podcast. It's almost cooler in that regard.
Right. Actually, I can see you, but you're just on the computer right now, so it's not the worst ever. It's all right.
Exactly. Technical things, but that happens, man. Cheers to you, man. How you doing, bro? How you been?
Absolutely, man. Cheers, everyone.
Jose, and what's going on with everybody at home? How's everybody rolling
Daniels,
tonight?
Baby.
Jose's sipping that Jack Daniels tonight. What's everybody else drinking? Everybody.
Let me turn off my area. There we go. All right. Once again, Jack Daniels, baby, all day.
I'm just taking it easy with some Yingling tonight. Anakin Skywalker with that Yingling me.
You know, I recently had Yingling again after a little while, and it was pretty good. But some of the craft beer here is really good, and I've been just having all that since. There's one drink out here called Space Dust and Zombie Dust. Very good IPAs.
And where's out here? Where'd you move to, bro?
All right, guys. So basically, if you haven't heard on one of the last episodes that we had, I don't know how many people had watched that, but I'm in Warsaw, Indiana right now. I'm working up here as a development engineer for Zimmer Biomet.
Brutal. Dr. Robotnik, we used to call you on the show. You remember that?
What?
So we used to call you Dr. Robotnik. You remember that?
And now it's for real, dude. I'm working on orthopedics. Hey, dude, do I share this right now?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, I'm gonna share this.
For sure. And were you tagged in the post? Cool. We're just getting all the underneath stuff worked out today, folks. How's everybody rolling today, man? It's Wednesday. Hope everybody's having a good week. It's been a crazy week. Last week was kind of crazy. You know, it's been a lot of ups and downs, but it's been good though, man. I'm glad to be. I love every fucking Wednesday. You know why? Because I'm at work and I'm always looking out the window like a lost puppy, and I'm like, I can't wait to get back out there.
Because you know, like the night's just gonna be amazing. It's gonna be fucking great.
It's always a good time. I love it.
I'm gonna say, oh, Heather, what's going on? My friend Heather from here from Logansport, Indiana, is watching.
What's happening,
Shout out
Heather?
to you.
Thank you for joining us. I'm actually, you know what? I'm gonna pull up the chat on my phone because I think this happened last time where the chat was actually delayed when I was looking at it on the computer. So let's do that.
Heather's a big fan of InSync, and I had shown her your InSync cover, and she loved it.
Oh, thank you so much. That's hilarious. I had a good time. I was actually just watching it the other day. You know what? Here we go. Yeah, all these messages that I could not see. Anyway, thank you everybody for hanging out with us tonight. What's everybody doing tonight? You know what are we talking about tonight, folks? The topic on episode 33. Shut up, let's talk. As my cat gently sleeps. Today we're going to talk about exactly. We're talking about moving away from home. You know, not everybody's done it. Some people will never. Well, some people might never do it. It's something that's not for everybody, but I think it's a very liberating experience, man. I think it's something that, you know, if you're kind of forced into that situation, there's no way that you're not going to grow out of it. You know, at the end, you learn a lot. The cool thing is that you learn a lot about yourself, and you learn a lot about other people. Because, you know, I'm gonna let Jose talk about it in a second. But I guess a point to roll into it. When you kind of move away from home, it's a different experience because you kind of learn how everybody out of your comfort zone is like. Because when you grow up in the same neighborhood for a long time, I guess you just kind of get used to seeing like, yeah, I'm probably gonna go to this grocery store and bump into such and such, and you know where everybody lives. You know who you're probably gonna bump into somebody. It's crazy knowing that nobody knows you at all. You know, you kind of have to make a name for yourself in a as corny
Seriously,
as that sounds. You have to do that.
As funny as it sounds, you know, almost in a metaphorical kind of way, it's like you're playing The Sims, right? And you're kind of just starting your own episodes, your own life from a new save file. And like you just said, to interject on a point, you pretty much depend on your own personality to meet other people, because when you're in a new place, especially a completely different state. I've only been here 2 months, and I can tell you right now it's very different. Not a bad thing at all. I've actually had a really good time meeting people out here and everything. People here, how can I say, people in Miami they're nice once you get to know them, but it's kind of, and I don't mean to offend anyone here, but it's kind of snooty down there sometimes meeting somebody new. But over here, people are a little bit more open about things and stuff. It's nice, but it is something completely different. And at the same time, it kind of has you thinking about yourself. Like, what is my place right now in this state? So, I mean, what I've done is just take it day by day, see how it goes, and it's been all right so far. It's been 2 months, so.
I was about to ask how long it's been. Yeah, that's crazy. Time flies, man. But at the same time, it's still a short amount of time. But that's crazy. I mean, you know what? And well said. Well said. You do kind of realize, like, you'll wake up one day and it'll be so quiet. Yeah, I think I told you that a long time ago. It's like you'll wake up the first day, you'll just wake up and be like, "Damn, it's quieter than I've ever remembered it being." Like it's just me here.
And I have a point to tell you guys, and I want you guys to write down in the comments what you think. But it's a lot like being on vacation and kind of just not waking up in your own house. Only your parents aren't there. And I mean, like I'm 27 now. I moved out. You might say it's a little late and stuff like that. But I was building my life and stuff like that. It's hard to live on your own in Miami. But I finally graduated last year when I was just about 26. And now I'm about 27 and a half. I've been working. I worked for hardware in Miami Lakes for a little while, and now I'm here with Zimmer. And there's just that feeling like it's beautiful out here. Like the sunset is completely different out here either. Just like the clouds as well. Everything is so different. But it's really cool to be around, and but at the same time, I do miss home. I do miss that familiarity, but it's all part of making a name for yourself, really.
And at the same time,
buddy, let me tell you, I miss the croquetas, the black beans, the rice, all of it. Even the beans here.
Vicky Bakery.
They got Bakery. I got a good story about that, actually, really quick. I've noticed a Cuban coffee guy at my job, man, because I was like, you know what? People are gonna fucking love this shit. Because American coffee isn't that bad, but it's not my preference. I mean, maybe I'm a little biased because I'm Cuban. But dude, I showed Cuban coffee to my he's Haitian. He's actually from Miami. His name is Whisk. He's been here a year. He could actually give me, and he does, a future perspective on what it's gonna be like in Warsaw. Especially since I haven't seen snow. He told me that was crazy. Although he was going out. He's gonna get in the negatives. In the negatives. And
get you a good jacket, man.
So I gave him some Cuban coffee. I gave my friend Raymond from Cleveland, Ohio, some Cuban coffee as well, and my friend Robert from the same place. And it's like crack to them. They're like, "Dude, where's the Cuban coffee at? Like, what is your problem? Why did you bring it today?" Like in the nicest way, right?
What's your problem? I love that.
And once you have that kind of coffee, you really can't go back. I mean, they like the American stuff, but it's like they want that Caribbean beauty.
Oh, come on.
They really do. They want that pearl of the Caribbean, which Cuban coffee and Cuba was at a point. So,
hell yeah. Welcome, Viata. Welcome, George. What's going on, Merry Cruz? George says Jose misses a cheap burger from Dog Pound. Dog Pound is this local Colombian spot that we have gone to, usually in the AM hours of the day.
Absolutely. You know what? I do miss the cheap burgers, but I do not miss the cheap fucking drinks. I mean, the expensive drinks. Dude, if I don't seriously try, like, getting hammered as fuck, which I kind of have already, to be honest, my bar tab won't go over $20. It's fucking amazing. A beer, like, crazy. A regular craft beer here is like $3.
Damn. No shit. That's kind of crazy.
It's an absolute thing, yeah. Like I said, for people who hadn't heard this before, some of the craft beer here is amazing. They have 2 drinks called Space Dust and Zombie Dust. I'm an IPA fan myself, so that was really good. There's actually a good amount of beer gardens here in the area. I live in Warsaw.
Why are they called Dust?
Huh?
Why are the beers called Dust? What's dusty about them? Like are they like they have like sediment in them? Maybe.
They're out of this world. I don't know. I think it's just, you know how craft beer has thing. The other fucking day I drank this drink that had like a fucking holographic snake Godzilla on it, and it was like another IPA. And I was like, what the fuck?
You gotta love that. You gotta love that.
How many years of corn I kind of over there? George, all there is corn here. But here's the thing. Like, especially driving to Chicago, which is really cool. You're in proximity to like Cleveland and Chicago, which I've been to. And by the way, which I am going to this weekend on Sunday to see Between the Bird and Me for their 10th year Colors anniversary. It's gonna be awesome. But dude, sweet corn is amazing. I've tried it once. It's really, really, really good. It's sweet, obviously, but the corn here just tastes more wholesome, really good. But then again, this is where the Amish are. You know, this is where it gets manufactured and it gets
what's it like? I've never seen an Amish person. What's that like? As dumb as that sounds, what is that like?
I have a good story about that. I was telling George the other day on the phone.
How could you not have a good story about Amish people?
So, dude, there I was, right? I was there at fucking Walmart. You know how I usually am. Walmart's like a block away from me. And it's a random Thursday. And it must have been like the second week I was here. So I walk in, you know, just doing my groceries, doing my shit. And I go to pick up some, you know, spices and stuff like that. And on the way into the aisle, I see an Amish guy coming from the other side. This guy, all right, it was literally like a fucking movie. This guy was tall, slender, had overalls on, got a nice bowler hat on, huge red beard. And me and him looked at each other like we were alien. We were like, wait, what? God. But it's okay, because the thing is, Warsaw...
What planet are you from? I'm from the planet Cuba.
No, they're actually very nice people. It's and you know the way they dress in their lifestyle. It's a lot likened to, you know, somebody you see nowadays with a hijab. It's kind of the same energy. Like, you know, they know they're obviously in 2017. The thing is, the Amish don't believe in electricity. I don't know if you knew about that.
What's their grudge against? I feel like it's them and electricity in a cage match. Like, what is the grudge? Like, what's happening? What's going on, Jade? Thanks for joining us tonight. George says Jose crashed into a horse and buggy. Okay.
It's probably about to happen. I better not hope for that. But nah, man. You know, they really don't. I guess are like the new wave Amish people. You know, they got cell phones. I'm like, motherfucker, don't you fucking tell me.
We don't believe in electricity. But we love our farm, Val. Yeah.
But dude, let me tell you, Warsaw is kind of known as the orthopedic capital of the company. There is an essential reason I moved here, is because we have 4 different biomedical engineering orthopedic companies. We have Stryker, they're a robotics company too. We have Hardware Medtronic. We have Zimmer Biomet, and DePuy. And those are like big worldwide names and everything. And a lot of the manufacturing sites are here because, I mean, Indiana's wide and fucking spacious. Like, if you're going from place to place, it'll take you 50 minutes. You have nothing to do. You're staying at corn all day, but it's okay because it makes for good manufacturing facilities, right?
Yeah.
And and now, dude, I mean, it's dope. So
you gotta love that.
That's also known for lakes. The lakes are beautiful.
I think what you do is amazing, man. I think what you do is pretty radical, man. You know, I guess we haven't had a chance to have this conversation really because. Whatever, but yeah, you know, honestly, what you do is it's difficult stuff, man. I look at it and I'm like, damn, you're doing something, but with a purpose, though. Like, you want to be able to help people with, you know, amputees, I guess. You know.
Yes, absolutely. I want to get into other people,
yeah. And that's amazing, man. Like, that's really awesome, dude. And that's, I don't know, man. A lot of people do things, but not that many people do things with purpose. They'll just do things to do. Just to keep themselves busy, but you know, a lot of people don't do anything to have a goal in mind at the end of it, you know, or nothing long term at least, maybe something short term. I think that's
right,
that's pretty rad.
For sure, and I think to continue to your point, to be honest, man, it's just being alone that really makes you make sure that that's what you exactly want to do in life. You're like, all right, is this something I like? Is this something that I could see myself doing day in, day out? Is this something I could bring into my own reality? And I would say yes.
Yes.
For anybody out there who doesn't know their goal. Because I was a little lost before I got into biomedical engineering. Just explore, take a few college classes, see how things are. Read on your own. Don't dictate people to tell you anything. Don't dictate your parents to tell you anything. Kind of look things up on your own and see what inspires you naturally. Whatever you go back to naturally is what you should make a living out of, I would say.
There you go. Yeah, whatever you can't stop thinking about.
Yeah. Exactly. That could be music. That could be doing film. No matter how much it pays. I mean, I do BME and stuff like that, but that's something I always kind of liked. And I've always thought of myself as a technical person who could bring something to the table, right? So that's what I'm doing.
Oh, but you are though. You always loved Metal Gear, right?
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, that's not easy stuff, man. I've tried to play Metal Gear. I'm too dumb for it. Monica says hi. What's going on, Monica? How you doing tonight? Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Yeah, man. I'm too dumb for Metal Gear Solid, man. That's why I just play Tony Hawk. I'm like, nah, man. I need to do the tricks, bruh.
Nah, man, not at all. No, you're a smart guy. Dude, Metal Gear, it takes patience. It's kind of a stealth game, where you have to hide and do things. I think, in the older games, it was a lot easier to get away with just running in and shooting people. Although, if you go to hard mode, Big Boss mode, you get shot, you're dead. It's like real life, but harder. And that game is a classic to me. I gotta play it soon. To be quite honest. Man.
You been playing any video games up there? What you been doing up there, man? What you been taking up your time with now that you have all the time in the world, basically? Well, besides work and sleep.
Right. Well, sadly, no video games at all. And I still have Horizons to finish. I still have Metal Gear Solid 5 actually to mention to finish, and The Witcher 3. But right now, I don't know, man, I've just been hanging out with different people and stuff like that. I've been with certain women and stuff like that, watching movies. It's been a good time just getting to know different people here. I've been going out actually every Wednesday. One of the reasons maybe why I was taking time to do a podcast at all is because every Wednesday is Jam Wednesday. And the cool thing about today is my friend Mitch from get different people here. Mitch is from Louisiana, really cool guy. Me and him and our
hanging out with Nelly. Hanging out with Nelly and the St. Lunatics. They're from Louisiana, yeah.
Louisiana people are real dope, dude. They're really cool people. I've met two at my job. And because different people come from different states to work at this hotspot, right? So yeah, man,
True.
he just set up his drum set right now, and they're actually playing over there today. And they would love for me to be there, but they're very happy I'm on the podcast and everything. And I told them, yeah, man, when you're done, record your thing, and tune into the show, and we'll see. It's a thing.
Jose was like, I've made prior engagements, damn it. I can't.
I've made the prior engagements.
Yeah.
On with you.
That's awesome, though. That's what's up, man. The jam scene, man, we're hanging out with new musicians, that's always a good time. I'm trying to do the same thing, man. I'm trying to just jam with some new people. I'm steady at work on the second album now. My keyboard broke the other day, so now I gotta figure that out. So that's kind of sucks.
Kind of whack.
Yeah, whatever. It happens. It's anybody that comes over my house can see that I don't probably take the best care of it. It falls all the time, so it happens. It was gonna happen sooner or later at that rate.
Yeah.
The answer is get a bigger keyboard. That one's too portable. It's always on my lap, and next thing you know, it always falls off my legs. But my cat's over here, sitting over here, sleeping, looking over at me like, "What the hell are you doing? Why are you talking into that thing?"
I mean, you're a very creative and artistic person, man. Like the one thing about that makes me and Alzar different is that we're creative people essentially, but I'm a little more organized than Alzar is. Like, there's shit everywhere and stuff like that, but it's like your creative scene. For me, I like to kind of organize things. Maybe that's why I like math and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know, but it's pretty interesting to see that. It's pretty cool. How's your cat,
I love
man?
being cluttered.
Alzar, you have a cat now. Alzar
I do have
has
a cat
pet.
now.
I've been waiting for this for years. Years.
I do have a pet now. And it's funny. I hate calling him a pet. He's really just like a friend. Yeah. Slash son. Slash child. He really is. He's really more of like a friend slash kid. To me. So I don't know. I hate calling him a pet. I feel like calling him a pet is such a like, Like I bet if you heard me call him that, he'd probably be like, well, fuck you too, bro. No, he's a great little guy though. I love him. He's a lot of fun.
They're like, well, fuck you, bro. Nah, I'm kidding. Cats are cool.
He is like that. You know, he's only bitten me once out of anger. Every other time, it's always to play. It was only one time he bit me out of anger, and I was asking for it. Really, he wanted to be alone. I picked him up. He didn't want to be picked up, right? And then I was petting him. He didn't want to be petted, and I was just agitating him. And then all of a sudden, bam! Went for a bite, bit me right on the lip.
Oh damn! Don't worry, man. I mean, even my my dog Coco, Beagle Rat Terrier. One time he was not fucking having it. I mean, he was rolled up into a fucking donut, curled up as fuck. Looking high because his eyes were like fucking red, just tired as fuck.
He might have been. That was his teenage years.
Yeah. Oh my god. He's always looking stoned as hell when he's sleeping. Dude, I picked him up or something. He just goes, and then like, I gotta like pick up his head. And he's like, whack. Like he just shows me his like fucking mandibles, and I'm like, all right, your canines. I'm like, all right, you're good, dude. You're good.
Damn.
Only happened once ever, but he was real agitated.
I bet. Yeah, hell yeah. You know, they're just like people. They don't always want to be all, you know, they don't always want to be all up in the sauce, all up in your Kool-Aid. No, don't be all up in the Kool-Aid with your cat or dog.
What's going on, dude?
What up? Yeah, man. You know, it's funny. The coolest thing about him, I guess, is that he's a nice guy. That's the best thing I could say about him. You know, he's never pissed on anything. Never, you know, always. Every time he has to pee. Yeah, every time he has to pee.
I thought we were talking about Coco for a second. Sorry.
Oh no, my cat, Legato.
Dude, real quick, fucking insider baseball on Coco. Dude, whenever Coco doesn't like a girl I bring home, or like like a girlfriend that I have and stuff like that, he would get mad. I had this ex-girlfriend, you know, I won't, you know, whatever. He would get so pissed that I was sleeping with her. He would go up to my door and pee on it.
Oh, no way.
He would fucking pee on my door, dude. He was like, yo, screw this person. You belong with me. But then Coco was like that. He's all super peaceful with it.
It's hilarious. Coco was like, I don't trust her, Jose. Get her out of here. And that gruff voice too. That's. I feel like Coco is like McGruff, the crime dog. Yeah.
He has a really good sense of justice, I would say. Because
justice dog, dude.
I've been in serious deep shit, dude. And you know these times. And I've like gotten into my home, and he's just there looking at me like this. He's like, "What are you doing?
I know what you've done, Jose. What have you done, my son?" Yes. Oh man, that's amazing.
It is.
He's a cool guy. Jose's dog Coco is a very cool guy. You said he's a Beagle Rat Terrier mix, right?
He is. He's a long, elongated beagle. He's great.
He's cool, and he's quick. He's running around all over the spot. He's fast, man.
He's quick and slightly anxious, like the rest of us. It's great.
You know, Legato, my cat, he actually just started running about a week ago. So now is when he's like, oh shit. He's like, I could run? And now he's like, so we just leave the door open. I leave my door open, and he'll run from my side of the room straight to the front door because it's like a straight path. So he'll just love bucking it. He just hauls ass straight and hauls ass right back. He's funny.
I saw you
he
buy
plays
a ball toy. It's actually one of the best cat toys to buy.
Oh yeah, he loves this thing, man. He loves that thing. It's hilarious. And I got him that. I got him the laser. Loves the laser. The laser pointer. They love the fishing rod type of toy that has like a feather on it. And he's good, you know. Yeah, he's hilarious, man. The cool yesterday, you know, I realized he's the kind of cat that's not. I mean, he's a kitten right now, so whatever. He's just in a playful mood all the time. So he always wants to play, which means he always wants to attack because they're just pretending to kill shit.
George, Legato's sleeping, dude. He is asleep.
Where's Legato? Legato's sleeping on my bed right now. He's twitching his ears. It's funny, you know. I said his name and I'm looking over at him, and now he's twitching his face like he knows I'm talking about him. He really does. He's sleeping right now. I mean, I could.
Chicago, Illinois. I'm going there on Sunday. Am I gonna have to go up to Scruff McGruff himself?
Help take a bite out of crime. I used to the McGruff commercials always make me laugh. Oh god, McGruff looked like a serial flasher walking around with that big trench coat. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, he did look. He looked kind of weird to me. I didn't trust.
The one with the fucking problems, dude. I don't know.
And was he wearing a gold chain? You know, what was up with that lion that was the Dare lion? You remember that?
Why a lion?
It was. That's what I guess because they're like they're fearless or something, right? So it's like, right? I guess.
That's right. You have truth. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, like this Guido-looking lion that was the Dare lion, just like buff as shit, no pants on, so you know he's probably
What
fucked
did
up.
Vito, like, years later, he saw Jersey Shore, he just started fucking partying, fucking fist pumping.
Got a blowout, yeah, got a haircut, right? Like,
Let me tell you, man, some of the people I've met here, there's like 2 people I met here from New Jersey. They're the ones that party the most, dude.
oh, Jersey, the Jersey heads? I'm telling you, man. New
People-
Jersey life.
I'm gonna drink this shit straight, because this is a great drink straight. I recommend
Hey.
it highly.
Listen,
Good.
everybody, shut up. It's Shut Up, Let's Talk episode 33, damn it. So, you know what? Everybody hold on to your asses. We're going full speed ahead. So,
Alright, guys,
that's how it goes.
drink with me. Drink with me and Alzar. Let's have a good time.
Let's have a cheers. So, cheers to everybody in the crowd tonight. I hope you're having a great time this week. Drown your sorrows with alcohol, just like we are.
Yes. Just like we are.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers to that.
Anyway, cheers to cheers to beers. Anyway, George, how the hell are you, man? I had a good time. We need to figure out a situation where we get me, you, and George on a podcast.
This would be the best podcast of all time if we could do that. George, I was
That'd be a
telling
good one.
Alzar, man, like, one of the best episodes I've seen so far is, or set of episodes is with you. Like, not to say the other ones are fucking amazing. Everybody that's on the show is amazing. But it's a really funny dynamic when it's Alzar and George. It just really is. Because it kind of reminds me of me and George. And I'm like, damn, that's fucking great.
It is a good time. I love it because George just has all these stories that I can only just sit back and just shake my head and be like, damn, you really did that. Which I love that.
Speaking of George Alzar, I wanted to bring up the episode that he was on. I saw him last, which is the bar episode.
Oh, yes.
All right, so check this out. This is the craziest coincidence of life. I was at work, and actually, you know what? At work, I listen to Shut Up, Let's Talk all the fucking time. Like, it is the greatest thing. I have to hold my laughter back sometimes because shit is so good and funny.
No way. That's amazing.
I swear, dude. So check this out, man.
I swear I didn't pay Jose to say that.
You see a little fucking disclaimer down here or some shit? No.
I am not affiliated with Shut Up, Let's Talk in any forum. Yeah. Anyway,
Well, let me tell you, man. In this episode, for some reason, I think George brought up cider, and somebody had brought up Johnny Appleseed, and George's like, "Well, I wonder what state he's at. He's somewhere from up north and stuff like that." And during the episode at work, I was like, I wonder where he's at. So I go on Google, I look up Johnny Appleseed, and the fucker has planted, 6 to 7 of his own apple trees in Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne is like one of the biggest things to do in Indiana. Fort Wayne is in Indiana, 50 minutes away from me. I go there all the fucking time. In fact, I should be there tonight, because tonight there's 25-cent beer night, dude.
You get hammered for $1? Well, I mean, you know, 4 beers. That's a lot of beer. That's a lot of beer in a short amount of time.
We never actually go full on speed. One day we should, and it'll be funny as fuck. But it's cool, man. Like, it's actually this like club called the Rustic Inn or something like that. The Rusty Spur, and people could dance there. They have metal shows there. Actually, I was in the bathroom peeing, and I saw Mushroom Head was coming soon, and I was like, oh shit. Oh,
they're racist assholes.
Oh, fuck them. Fuck you guys. Never mind.
Yeah, apparently one of the that's a news story. Well, kind of like I think a year or two ago, I was some article. I think Chris reposted it, or somebody reposted it. So shout out to Chris. Anyway, Mushroom Head, a band that me and Jose grew up listening to. Apparently, one of the band members left and said that the rest of the band was a bunch of racist assholes. So you know, I mean,
fuck that.
Honestly, yeah,
it really sucks. But really, to get into that point really fast, I still love what Pantera did as music, but I cannot get behind Phil Anselmo and what he did. Like, seriously, fuck that guy. Even though he was a great vocalist. But whatever, man. Dimebag Darrell's good. Hopefully he wasn't that racist. I don't know. But you know what? They were great musicians. Moving on from that, yeah, man, like, I really want to go to Fort Wayne. I want to see these apple trees. Ever since I was a kid, dude, ever since I was in kindergarten, I wanted to see an apple tree. And, you know, in Miami, we just have mango trees, avocado trees, amazing stuff, coconut trees, but not an apple tree because, you know, it just kind of doesn't call for it. And apparently, he had his original, ancient, humongous tree planted in Nova, Ohio. Ohio's not that far from me at all. It's the next state.
No way.
And Dude, apparently this tree still sprouts apples to this day.
No way.
And
you gotta go check that out, man. I'm sure they made a whole thing out of it.
Yeah, George had dared me to make a cider out of these fucking these apples from Johnny Appleseed's old apple tree. I said apple. That's funny.
Apples and bananas.
But no, seriously, I want to see it. Apparently, it was Johnny Appleseed Fest 2 weeks ago. It's like the third weekend of September that it happens. And I'm fucking kicking myself in the ass for missing it. But I was on a pontoon last week, which is a boat, with a bunch of friends in the freshwater lake, and it was awesome.
What's it called? A pontoon?
Pontoon. It's like a type of boat. It's a little elongated, but accommodates a certain amount of people, and you could go in, you could go fishing, stuff like that. It's fucking cool. Sounds
Jamaican. I like
it. Pontoon.
Yeah. Sounds very patois. Anyway, that's amazing. That's amazing, man. Well, you know what? You do have to make a cider out of that Johnny Appleseed juice, and then you got to sell it on eBay.
Dude, I hope I don't fucking die, but
you got to sell it on eBay, bro. You got to make. No,
but what if the spirit of Johnny Appleseed haunts me, dude? Can't do it, man.
Nah, he's probably gonna be like, "You're profiting off my stuff, boy." Good going.
Boy, Hispanic boy. That's great.
Hey, does anybody think Johnny Appleseed might have been a racist? Oh no.
You know what? Hey, great thing to bring up, dude.
Hey man, I was thinking about it earlier today. We ended up bringing up the Pantera thing in between it, but I was gonna actually ask, like, Johnny's Appleseed could have been a racist piece of shit for all we know.
Oh, no,
a lot of people. I mean, hey, look at Looney Tunes. They were all racist, weren't they? So, but Johnny Appleseed might have been one of those. He might have been a bad Appleseed, you know?
Yeah, look, I mean, it was a norm, which is horrible to fucking say, but times are just like that. Maybe, dude. Maybe.
Never know, man.
Maybe it would be a big fuck you to him. Who knows?
Maybe, yeah, you know what?
You know, because he had prepared these trees. I had to look it up for protection against like foreigners, something like that. People from like Europe. Something like that. Or just like to like represent. It'd be funny to be the pioneer / Hispanic Viking to go fucking see this shit.
Yes. Damn, what if you peed on the tree? And then there were piss apples.
I'm pretty sure the trees are well protected somehow.
No, I bet those things are protected like Fort Knox, man. I'm sure they got lasers that if like lasers around the trees. That we can't see.
The dinosaurs from Horizons fucking running around this shit, dude. Like scoping the scene
the Declaration of Independence is underneath it.
Oh my god, they got Washington D.C. surveillance, dude.
Tangled within the roots of Johnny Appleseed's tree is the Declaration of Independence, signed and dated.
You know what? Yeah, they probably got a fence. You're right, George. You know what? I miss Washington D.C. / Virginia. That was fun.
That was a cool place, man. The crazy thing about DC is when you're driving into it, you'll see signs that say "Don't do anything stupid. We're watching at all times."
They are. You know, I went to go see Capitol Hill, like with my family in Washington D.C., and you just see these little figures in black on top of Capitol Hill, watching everything. You know what those are? People, those are snipers.
Yes, they are.
Insane.
Snipers ready to make your head look like a frickin' gusher.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Do gushers still exist?
Gushers, yes they do. How do I know this? They were at a party of mine back in Miami. I was like, what the fuck? Who brought the 90s with them? This is great.
Gushers. That's what she said. I'm sorry. That's the worst. I'm so sorry. That's the worst one. We're not gonna do that. I'm sorry. Oh, shut up. Let's talk. Episode 33.
Cheers, Alan.
Oh man, that's awful. Legato lowered his head. Legato lowered his head in shame. My cat.
No way.
No, he just curled up in bed a little deeper, but he probably was like this fucking.
He's like, who cares?
Unbelievable. So, what's the next move in Indiana, bro? What's the next move for you? How's life? How do you feel? What's on the map, on the agenda?
So, what are you talking about? Like maybe like what, a 3-month projection, 6 month? Like what?
Yeah, like like for the amount of time that you plan to live there, what do you want to get done? Besides, I mean, besides go to your job and stuff, like you're doing things there. We know,
sure.
But, with your personal life, where like you gonna work on music? Is there a game you want to beat? Like what are you gonna be doing to take up your time? If you thought about it. If you haven't thought about it, I can't blame you. I just go with it, but still.
No. Actually, I think a lot, and I think you know this. Dude, I mean,
I do.
Within the first 2 weeks that I was here, I was like, hey, I'm gonna set like small goals in my mind for what I'm gonna do. First of all, when I got here, I was like, and this is a crazy coincidence of life. Like, this is something I told Alice and a couple of friends at home, was that I was gonna go visit Chicago back before July 17th, which is the first day I worked. I was gonna visit Chicago July 15th. That's the crazy thing. I was gonna visit then.
That is kind of great. You're completely right. You were.
I was gonna move to Indiana. Yeah. So one of my goals when I came here was like, I'm gonna go to Chicago ASAP because I want to see the first episode of Game of Thrones. I didn't, and by the way, I didn't until the 4th episode of the 7th season called The Spoils of War. By the way, this is a crazy story. Go to YouTube. Check out Burlington Bar, and look up Game of Thrones. And I am on that episode. I think this video has like 1 million views, something like that. And how I know it has so many views and people who had seen it is that the other day I was just on my computer working at work, and some Indian guy, he came up to me. He's like, "Hey man, are you on YouTube?" And I'm like, "Yes, yes I am." And he's like, "Okay, because I think I saw you at a bar. I love Game of Thrones." I'm like, "Dude, I fucking love Game of Thrones." So wait a minute. So did you watch that Burlington Bar episode? He's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, does this guy work at Zimmer? And I'm like, "Dude, yes." And we kind of just bonded.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, dude.
That's amazing. Dude. Jose's gone viral. Damn it.
And he saw me. I was on that Game of Thrones Burlington Bar episode. So it's kind of interesting. I mean, I've been on Shut Up Let's Talk and stuff like that. But they caught me on that kind of thing. And
yeah, they got a bigger thing running.
That was one of my goals.
That's amazing.
Chicago. I loved the vibe so much that I actually went the next week with my friend Whisk. We went to Wicker Park, which is a great little bar scene out there. They got like people like kind of around my age, so like 30s and stuff like that. Everybody's partying, everything's dancing. It's a really good time. I mean, I met people from everywhere there, from Kentucky, from California to New York, everywhere. People love Chicago, and it's a big melting pot. Like you have, to me, it almost seems like an equal amount of Hispanics, white people, black people, people from all over the world, and it's really fun. And so,
that's awesome,
even during the daytime, you go to downtown Chicago. We rented out a hotel there. It's great, dude. There is something literally there for everybody. It's become one of my favorite cities. It's quickly becoming my favorite over Miami. I mean, Miami, I miss very much. I will always miss the beaches. I laugh at Chicago because I'm like, all right, your beaches are fake, man. You got the Lake Michigan beaches. Understand? Somebody somehow brought sand in. I was like, all right.
That's hilarious. It's like a big science project. It's hilarious. I mean, you know what?
Unicia, what's going on?
What up, Unicia? What's going on, Lexi? A lot of cool people hanging out tonight, man. A lot of cool faces. I want to thank everybody in the chat for hanging out. I'm sorry I'm not interacting with the chat so much. I'm catching up with my buddy real quick that we haven't seen each other in ages. But
I miss you so much, bro.
I know, man. We miss you over here too, man. Yeah, man. We all miss you over here, man. We're always like, man, wish Jose was here to jam and hang out, man.
Yeah. Same here, to be honest, man. That's the only thing. Like we had previously mentioned in the episode. The thing I miss most is just kind of not waking up at home, not knowing that the people and the friends and the family that I know the most aren't right there. They're not at a distance. But the beauty of the thing is we have the internet, and we can fly to see each other, or you guys go vice versa. Yeah. By the way, if anybody wants to visit me, we go to Chicago. It's fucking awesome. I will show you around. I'm telling you.
Exactly, man. Hey, you know what, man? You're 27, bro. So at the end of the day, you're still very, very young. In your 20s with years left, and to take a year away and move somewhere to make some good money, working for a good company, be able to go out and see some new things, man. Who's gonna argue with that, dude? That's the coolest thing in the world. A lot of people. I know a lot of people down here that cry and beg for those kind of opportunities and sit around doing the same shit all day, not making any progress.
Right.
But instead you'd rather just go out there and get it, man.
This wasn't the first time this opportunity had done upon my life and stuff like that, because they really needed a lot of people. Like, before I got into Zimmer Biomet, some of my friends working 80-hour work weeks just to, like, fulfill an FDA remediation, right? They had to tag everything, put everything together so that the FDA could see only certain things and be like, hey, this is suitable, right? And
that's kind of crazy.
I'm actually getting some overtime right now. It's so crazy. They hired a bunch of people, but we still are getting a lot of overtime. So it's kind of a thing, right?
A lot of work to be done. Hell yeah, I bet.
Fuck yeah, man. And it is what it is. But right now, everything's going really good. I just want to travel. So the next thing I want to do is travel to Indianapolis. I heard there's a really big metal scene over there. I actually have a couple friends that want to start a hardcore band around here. I met him at the bar.
Oh, very nice.
One's name is Zach. Brad. Yeah.
You know,
it's funny because one of them is into Muay Thai and everything, and I was like, holy shit, dude, we got to link up. Because in Miami, I was doing Muay Thai. Yeah. And yeah, all of a sudden we kept talking, and he's actually trying to form a band right now, so we're probably going to see what's up.
Awesome, man. Do you want to disclose this other pretty radical trip you're going to be taking pretty soon that you told me about? Or would you rather hold off?
Which one?
Out of the country.
Oh. Okay. So, this wasn't even, like, my idea at all. This is, like, a good friend at work. He's from Arizona. His name is Nathan. Nathan, you gotta get on, dude. I don't know. Anyway,
Nathan, you make good hot dogs, bro. I eat Nathan hot dogs all the time.
Makes it down. And George, I do gotta try Chicago dog. You are correct. I've only tried the pizza. The pizza is fucking good. It takes an hour to make each and every time, but it's deep dish, so it is what it is.
Deep dish.
Don't complain. Get some appetizers, right? Drink some beers. But
yeah, right.
It's great. Anyway, so he suggested we go to Switzerland. The reason why? Tickets were $500. It's usually $1,000 to go there at all times at all.
Definitely.
So I don't know if the deal's still around and stuff like that. But he was like, dudes, we gotta fucking do this right now. And the dudes being me, my friend Raymond from Ohio, my friend, and myself. And I was like, dude, let's fucking do this. Let's see what this world is like.
I completely agree.
Look, George says Jose is going to learn to ski. I do want to learn to ski. And eventually I want to learn how to snowboard. I really hope I don't break a fucking leg because people told me that's something to watch out for.
Dude, snow is rough, man. I'm telling you, snow. It's funny because we think of snow. Sorry, really quick. Angela, no, it's not live on YouTube. It should have been. Damn it, I should have. But yeah, stuck watching it on Facebook for the time being. But it's a good time. Everybody's hanging out. So
I'm gonna knock on wood. I'm gonna knock on wood.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just knocked on your wiener, but anyway, you know what? Snowboarding. A lot of people think that falling in snow is like this big, like dream-like experience where you're falling on like pillows all day. The shit hurts. All right, snow will solidify and it hurts, and landing on ice and all sorts of stuff like that. That shit hurts, bro. Like the thing that sucks the most about the snow for me is probably trying to go up and down stairs because if you're not careful and you're moving too fast and you're just not paying attention, you will slip and fall on stairs, and it sucks. And hopefully you're falling forward, not downstairs. So be careful with that. So anybody that's never been in the snow,
I had to lie down. My fucking air mattress sucks ass, dude.
Oh, good. That happens, man. Trust me. There was a time where I was sleeping on air mattresses for like 3 years because I was too broke. To buy
I had a couple people jump on this, and they're like, "Oh, this feels like a water bed." I'm like, "No, it's not. It's air."
Yeah, it's the power of air, baby.
That's what I say.
Yeah, it's the power of air, darling.
Angela says it's slippery and wet, and not in a good way.
It's rare to find it's rare to find a combo like that and not be positive. But I agree though. I agree.
Oh man,
it's slippery and wet in the worst.
Are you into beer number 2 right now?
I'm on beer number 3 right now.
Sweet.
I'm about to
what is it?
Another one
Equivalent of a shot. Equivalent of a shot. It's like a beer or something like that. I had 3 shots, and then I went to Mad Anthony's, which is just like this burger beer joint around here. It's pretty good. Actually, check this out, dude. I've been eating a little healthier, like whenever I actually can. And one thing I noticed about Cuban food is really good. It's really good. but it's really greasy. And it's kind of it slows you down. Try eating healthy for like a week, getting good supplements in, lowering your carb intake, dude. Especially I do this when I'm traveling now. And dude, you can drink and like the next day, unless you get hungover, you feel like $1,000,000. And I kind of feel like that constantly right now. And our friend Baka, he's actually eating a lot healthier right now too, and he's telling me the same thing. It's real cool, real cool.
Yeah, Baka is eating healthier. He was telling me about it also. And it's a good move to make, man. It's so easy to eat like shit all the time. I've been eating taco beezy for the last couple of days, and I'm like, ugh, this is not good. Shouldn't be doing this. Shouldn't be hammering cheesy gordita crunches.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing was pretty interesting about like eating healthy is that once you start doing a little bit more and stuff like that, you won't have that same craving. Like, for example, I still have a burger and shit. Burgers are fucking good. I'll never give up a burger or red meat. But once you start eating a little healthier and stuff like that, you actually strive for those foods naturally. Like, you kind of want to do it because you want to feel a little better. And I'm not just saying, like, in your mind. Like, you will feel better. You'll feel like $1,000,000 going through your day. Drinking water is important, too. I'm trying to do that a little bit more right now, and it's kind of working.
Yeah.
It's kind of good.
Water is important. A lot of people do not drink as much water as they should. You should be peeing all the time, apparently. Should be pissing like a racehorse, apparently.
Alazar,
you know what? Oh, you know what? Honestly, I love what we're talking about right now because I feel like we could talk about it all day. Moving somewhere new is something very different, folks. And I'm sorry for anybody that's joining the chat right now. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out tonight. It's been a really, really good time. And we're talking about moving away from home, man. Jose moved away from home recently, about 2 months ago, I guess, right? And it's been a good time. I moved away for about 2.5 years. Came back learning a lot about myself, which was a good thing. Some people don't, you know. I learned a lot about myself and who I am as a person and what I like versus what I want to be around versus what I don't. You know, and it's really important.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's important for a person to know what they don't want to be around because it's so easy to grow complacent and just chill in a place where you probably shouldn't be, around people you probably shouldn't know. You know, so
right on.
I don't know.
And you know, that's a dynamic you'll find anywhere. You'll find even the new places you go that there aren't people that you should be around or not, but you don't have that like, how can I say, that cloud of familiarity. Moving away puts you on your toes. It puts you on your toes, and it makes you really question your values and what they are. And they're like, it's like, hey, you can either sink or swim to whatever you move through. And
yeah, definitely.
The decision is completely up to you on all levels, to be honest.
You know what? You made a good point there. Actually, that is the coolest feeling about it is that you kind of have the power. It's like Captain Planet. The power is yours. You know, it really is. Yeah. You know, you wake up every day and you're kind of like, damn, like today's day will go in the direction that I lead it to, unless things happen. But you really plan out your day. Right. It's not like somebody's gonna be like, hey, I need you to go pick this up for me. I need you to go do this for me. I need you to go do that. You're like, nah, man, I get to wake up and am I gonna have breakfast today? What am I gonna have for breakfast? Am I gonna go unhealthy? Am I gonna go healthy? Do I want coffee? Do I want this? You know what I mean? Like, should I save the money on coffee?
Mommy and daddy won't be there. That's the thing. You got to do that shit yourself, son. Like, you got to do that shit.
Exactly. So I don't know. It is a really liberating feeling because you kind of look at the day and like, damn, like I have to make my own good time and I have to make my own success, and I can't just blame. It's so easy to blame your problems on somebody else.
Exactly. But reframe it that way. It's like, you know what? You are in complete control. You're in complete control of what you want to do for yourself, and you're not.
I agree.
At the same time, yes, have a means to do what you can, like have a decent job and stuff like that. Wherever you move and stuff like that, or just make sure. I don't know. You could move to a fucking forest for all I care. Like whatever. Just have a means. And when you can do that, I would say live on your own. Actually, I think I have a friend who was living. Check this out, dude. I had an engineer friend who couldn't find anywhere to live. Oh, he's fucking awesome.
Oh, God.
This guy's from New York. This guy was living in a forest for a month, dude, in a tent.
He was logging on to Nature Book. Jesus Christ.
This guy, dude.
It was Facebook, but all green.
Weird. He was telling me at the bar the other day. It was really interesting.
What the fuck? What, did he hunt rabbits and eat those? What, did he hit the grocery store and come back to his little like?
I don't know. You want to ask further.
Stranger Things.
Right on. I mean, I was pretty drunk too when I was talking to him, but I just found the story really fucking interesting. And he was like, "No, yeah, man. Wow. There's like a little like lake that I bathed in. You know, I bought my own stuff. Obviously, I was making money. He makes decent money, like I said. But whatever. And then eventually he found a place and he started living there now. But he was like, you know what, man? That was really interesting and really fucking scary. And I was
he's like, listen, man, I was homeless, but in a cool way, bro.
He's quirky and kind of different, so he wanted to do it.
Listen, you can't do stuff like that and not be quirky and different.
Yeah.
You know what? I just want to say that I love Shut Up, Let's Talk. You know why? Because I love that we're talking about moving away from home and learning all these things and growing wisdom and everything. But in the chat, we have people saying things like 2 out of 3 people watching have cloudy piss. And people saying guilty. I just love it all. I love the chat section of Shut Up, Let's Talk. You guys are the best. And this show would literally be the most boring thing in the world without you. And trust me, in a time where I was editing videos and uploading them and nobody was watching, it was fucking boring. So,
it was.
Yes. Love having you guys hanging out.
I was on a lot of them. They were really good times, but the thing is, like, there's something about the urgency of being live that kind of just, I don't know. It's like you gotta be there. You gotta be there.
It's the best.
And and I know you thought this, to be honest, bro. Like, we were all together, and there would be points like where the episodes in the BRL progress, for example, our previous podcast, they progress. We would have amazing times, and we were like, damn, I wish certain people could be there for that certain thing. And stuff like that, but now we're just bringing that to everybody else, and you can just kind of see it in a real-time fashion. No.
Yes, it is the best thing in the world. I do love the switch to live video, and it makes every Wednesday entertaining. I know Wednesdays is a tough time for most people during their work week. It's really just trying to make it through. So
what
it's
else
good.
Do we have to do?
Exactly. Join us. Join the dark side. George says, when you live alone, you can run around the house nude and sing songs only you like. I just imagine George doing helicopters and singing punk songs that nobody knows.
Wang helicopters.
That's exactly the helicopters I was talking about. No, the other neck. The other neck and head. God damn it.
Yes.
That's the only Wang rotations. Good lord. Anyway.
Whoa. George is not part of a Wang rotation, I heard. I hope not. I don't know what I'm trying rotation.
To say. Angela says, I'm trying to make more of a presence. I know I ghosted this summer doing me. Hey, listen, man. Sometimes we all got to do ourselves. If you're like me, you do yourself every night before bed. All right? That's just how it goes. Sometimes you just have to sit back and pay attention to yourself, because sometimes you got to be the most important person in your life. Why? Because sometimes there's a time right before that where you will be your worst enemy. You will be the person that you are annoyed of the most because you feel like you're not living up to your potential. Blah blah blah. Everybody's got their everybody's got their shithole time. But it's okay. Sit in the shithole for a little bit. Sit in it. Cry about it. It happens. Everybody does that. It happens to everybody. And then getting out of it is the coolest feeling in the world. That's probably the feeling that just I live for that feeling. And you know what? For people that like to make music and create and do all this kind of stuff, you are nothing without that up and down wave right there of feeling like shit and crawling right out of it and using every little bit of strength you got to pull yourself out of your shit hole.
All right, let me actually say, in the recent weeks, like when I came here, I was on a high wave. I was like, yes, doing something for myself. I was like getting the high off it. I'm thriving, which, to be honest, I still am. I know in the grand scheme of things, I still am. I'm doing something for myself now that I should have done for a little while. But like after a little while, I felt very alone, especially due to some experiences and stuff like that. But I was like, hey, like this is the perspective of it. I'm gonna actually take it as it comes. I'm not going to resist it. I'm going to be with that feeling and see where it takes me. And today, like for example, I was thinking about all these music ideas that I want to get down. There's this song that me and Alza wrote. Actually, it's a really cool thing. Right before I had left, me and Alza were on a wave for like 2 months of just writing in his house over and over again, like out of inspiration. And by this point, me and him, like know our instruments. We just do. We know how to vocalize what we want from our minds to the instrument. And there's been a lot of really good ideas. I mean, I'm talking about songs like, there's one he called Jose Jam, there's one. City Rain is another one. Summer Jam. There's a billion little ideas that we've written together, where he's written the drums, I've written the guitar, or we've both written guitar, vice versa. And this has gone on through the years, but this is something that happened more often than not within the last 2 months of me leaving. And I kind of want to go on that same energy. I kind of want to continue that. One of the songs, actually, to go back to the point of what I've been doing here, one of my goals, I have this like track I've worked on very hard, but it's like all MIDI. I'm finally going to get to it now. It's called Majesty. It's going to come up. It's like my third big track. On my SoundCloud, I have a song called Intuition. I have Sophia. And then my third is going to be Majesty. It's going to be part of a 3-part series, along with those other songs that kind of like interjected to those. And I'm going to try to write an album. I really am.
Give me 1 second, man. My cat wants to come hang out.
Bring him on, dude.
What's up, Pops? Say hi, peeps. Say hi, Legato. What's up? What's up?
Okay,
he wants to get back down. Yeah, he wants to get back down. Give me 1 second. Let me just bring him up to the camera and then get him off so I don't exploit him. I'm sorry, Pops. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Okay. Just say hi to the people really quick. Just say hi. I know you know it.
he was like this. Like, no!
Yeah. I'm sorry, Pop. You okay?
Oh my god.
Okay, Papa?
Dude, he is such a good-looking cat, dude.
He is a good-looking cat. Oh, he's like, get off me, Dad! I'm annoyed! I'm sorry, Poo-Poo. You okay?
He's like, when the fuck are you gonna pick him up?
Alright, come on. Sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. He's like, Dad, why are you being annoying, man? Stop exploiting me. It's like, stop exploiting me to the people, man.
Stop getting likes. No. Hey, he's fucking cute.
Yeah,
man.
he's like, thanks, man. He's a good guy.
I thought about getting a cat. When I was here for my first month, I think like within the second to third week, there were people offering cats. I was like, damn.
That's amazing. Yeah, I never, you know what? I was thinking about it for a bit, and then, you know, it just the opportunity just happened, and I had to take advantage of it. Oh, look, this hilarious. He's like biting me now. He's like, I thought we were about to play, Dad. What happened? It's hilarious.
No way.
He's like,
Aww.
he's like jumping at my legs and trying to like bat at me and shit. He's just like trying to get my attention. Oh, he's hungry.
Hunter. He's a natural feline, dude.
Oh, poor guy. He's hungry. He's looking for his bowl. You know what, Jose? Say what's up to the peeps real quick. I gotta go get his food really quick. Give me.
I will.
I gotta feed my boy. Damn it! You gotta be a big, strong guy. And kick all your ass. Oh, he's crying about it. Oh, I'm sorry, Pop.
Oh no. What's up, guys?
I'm sorry, Poop. You okay?
It's
okay,
the MIDI.
Come on, let's get some food. Yeah. Oh, poor guy.
All right,
I'll be right back, guys. Come on.
For sure.
Come on, guys.
For sure.
Come on.
What is everybody drinking tonight? As you guys know, I'm having Jack Daniels. Bullshit you, but the bottle's in your face. Alright? Is anybody drinking tonight? Alzar, for anybody who had just joined, Alzar is gonna BRB. He's gonna feed his cat, his son. Alzar is lit. You know, he needed that check mark for years. He really did. Rum Haven, very nice. Merry Cruise. Gentleman Jack, I am as well. You're the brother. By the way, Christopher, man, I hope the bass is going really cool, man. Hope it's going very well for you. Once again, Alzar will be right back. So, George is broke. Well, George, you gotta do something about it, man. Gringo, dude. It's been fucking years. I don't know if you know what the episode's about, dude, but I'm in Indiana right now. What are you drinking? What the fuck are you drinking, bro? Oh, for real? Why are you selling your gear? Red bottoms. You gotta do it, dude. You gotta tutor more students. Hey, bring the questions on. Bring the questions on. Come on, come on. Ask me anything. Not everything. Almost everything. A blunt. I want a fucking blunt right now. That'd be really good.
Alright, buddy.
Let's eat. Woo.
You, Heather, you are an incredible person.
Sorry, I had to get my cat hyped for his food.
Heather is a great person. She is the first, like, I guess, a really good friend I've met out here that is from Indiana. Cheers to Heather.
Oh, nice. Cheers. You know what?
What is the temp out?
Talk to the people for 2 more seconds while I go take a piss really quick.
George, the temperature
Hold
right now, it's like, I think like 65 degrees to 68 degrees, around there. It finally just got colder right now. For a while, it was actually hotter than Miami. And that fucking sucked. And in November, check us out, George. Apparently, I don't know if it's going to be in November, more than likely January. It's going to get in the negatives, dude. Guys, I am going to see negative weather and snow for the first time ever. Which is actually, you know, something that Alzer knows that I have to embrace. That's probably going to be another vibe altogether. He's wasted on weed. What's up, John, dude? How are you, man? Never mind. Come on, dude. We gotta see a Hoosiers game. Get the fuck out of here. Just put on a bunch of warm clothes, bro. How you doing, man? I'm so stoked to see the Contortionists on Sunday. Check this out, man. Apparently there were so many fans that wanted to go to the show on Saturday at the Bottom Lounge in Chicago that BT Bam decided to have a second day for the show on October 1st, Sunday. And check this out, man. The time you saw me get the tickets, I was like 1 of 6 before it was fucking sold out. So I was like, damn. That was a fucking thing. For anybody who doesn't know, John was an incredible guitar player. He still is, obviously. An incredible guitar player who played for Abiotic. Check out the rest of what he has to do. He is going to be fucking major, man. He's going places.
All right. Anyway. Jeez.
What up, dude? John from the cast, dude.
It gotta be, man. We always talk about it, man. We need to do that. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with Jose while I had to go feed the cat and take a really brutal piss, actually. Good Lord. I was holding that in for a while. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Yeah, my cat is so funny. I think he doesn't like his new food. I gave him some new food, and he's really just not having it. And he's looking over at me like, you asshole, you really gave me this?
Yeah, dude, I was telling Matos, man, you know, because, you know, we call him by his last name. That
yes.
Between the Bird and me, you know, I'm real into them. They decided to open up a second show in Chicago, like the following day on Sunday, just because there were so many people that wanted to go. Now, what's funny is before I knew I was coming up to Indiana, which, you know, anybody who's tuned in, I live here right now, one of the bases of the shows. I bought tickets for Fort Lauderdale's show for BT Bam, like the moment it came out. Colors changed my life. Like, Colors was, to me, like, BT Bam was, like, the more modern Opeth. Like, they were, like, everything. They still are. And I really can't wait to see their show. I can't wait to see what they're going to play, like, from their modern set and stuff like that, too. So it's going to be fucking killer. It's going to be killer. The bass player... I did. I had the BT Bam Colors Live DVD in Nashville, Tennessee.
It was good.
I believe it was. It's very good.
It was good. It was very good. It was a cool sound. Prague.
Very good. Very Prague.
Yeah, thank you everybody for joining the chat. Thank you, John and Chris, man, a lot of cool people hanging out tonight. Definitely appreciate you. I don't know where the hell my cat. What the hell my cat literally just ran back and forth. I've never seen him run like that in my entire life. Dude. Yeah, he loves to attack this old skateboard I have laying around. He's hilarious.
Yeah, anyway, you recently went to the show, right? For anybody who doesn't know, John lives in Boston now, so that's fucking killer.
Another fellow friend that got his ass out of Miami. Another one that escaped. But yeah, man.
I really want to go to Boston. In Boston, I was actually supposed to check out this band last year, 2015. I really like this band. John, I don't know if you know them. They're called Native Construct. Dude, fucking amazing. Amazing. And they're a lot like Beatsy Bam. They really looked up to them. They're Berkeley students. They're like 8-string guitars and shit. And I wanted to see them. They were playing with Beatsy Bam, but I never got into doing it. But, you know, hopefully someday. I will.
Hell yeah. It's gonna be a good time.
Oh, yeah.
I love it, man. So, I mean, when is that concert that you got coming up?
That's gonna be on,
the show.
On Sunday.
I sound like a grandpa. When's that concert?
When's that concert gonna be?
You and those kids with your metal heads.
Yo, this bed sucks ass, man. This bed sucks.
Hey, man, air mattresses, man. Listen, trust me, man. I went through the amount of money that I spent on going through air mattresses. I could have just bought the mattress I didn't buy. So it's just, I'm telling you, it's just that they really are meant for just a night or two. You know?
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
not a night you want to bring late, but whatever. You work with what you have.
Yeah. Better no bet. But deal or no deal.
Deal or no deal. I want to get a futon type of thing. You know what, man? I saw it on this like modern furniture website. There's like this like bed couch type deal that I really want to get. And the cool thing about furniture is that like if you get really good furniture or just something you really like, you can always just take it to the next place you want to go. I'm actually thinking about moving out of here because like, you know, I'm in a place with another roommate and stuff like that. And he's a good guy, but I kind of want to just do my own thing right now. So I'll see how it goes. If I get a 2-bedroom place, I'll probably turn that second room to a studio until I can find somebody to room it, because it'll probably be cheaper that way. But yeah,
that'd be radical.
I'm actually set to look. I'm set to look for through this one place I found on this website on Saturday, and we'll see how it goes.
I think it's on Sunday.com.
Oh, there it is. What's up, Sohaj? How you doing, bro? Sohaj is amazing.
What up?
I'm gonna call up Sohaj right now.
What's going on, Sohaj? What's going on, Arindia?
Got
a lot of cool people hanging out. Arindia, I don't think I've ever seen you in a chat before, so welcome.
So.
Oh, yes, your friend Sohaj that does play the violin. I saw a little video clip of him, and he's very good, very talented dude. He could definitely do his thing.
Oh, yeah.
What is it? George says it's like a stiff hammock. Jose, you need to make one of those rooms a dungeon? A dungeon of sexiness. What? Just various devices to tie people up with. That's hilarious. Well, and just a chainsaw, just for the scary factor. That's amazing. That's amazing. Well done. Well done. Take George's advice. George knows how to do these things, apparently. It's been a good time on episode 33, man. I can't believe it's already been episode 33. It's funny because, yeah, I realized that doing the live video was the only way that I'd be able to stay consistent with the show. I was like, all right, I'm going to do it every week, and it'll just be better that way. And it has been, because you know what? I do none of the editing anymore, and I love it. Couldn't think of anything better, because that was what took the most amount of time. And
no way. No way. You don't do the edit? It's interesting.
Nope. I don't have to edit, because this is all, as soon as we finish, it's going to be up. So.
Right. The episode is what it is, right.
Exactly. So and when I get to work on edited videos, I get to do that.
What's cool on the level that what do you call it? That you could just put random clips into the clip that you're on right now and stuff like that.
Yes. Yeah. That's the next level right there. Oh, guys, I bought a new Geekbox. Got a new guitar. She's pretty. I really like it. It's a good looking bad boy. And it plays very well. Picked that up for like $90 over the weekend, which I thought was a really great price. And it's a Strat. I absolutely love it. Sounds great. The guy that had it before, I'm assuming he either had to pawn it because he just needed the money, or somebody probably stole it from him or something, unfortunate like that, because you could tell he actually cared about the guitar. He did some work on it, before he sold it.
So, fucking hell. So what's the guitar that you got?
It is a Squier Standard Strat. And, excuse me, based on a Fender Strat, obviously. And it's a very good guitar. It has, for anybody that plays guitar, it's got this little piece called the tremolo bridge blocked. Meaning, the guy has it blocked and glued. So, meaning more of the guitar is connected to itself. Any gaps, he's trying to close the gaps so that the vibrations resonate throughout the whole guitar. When you play a note, it rings out a lot longer. So that's kind of that's what you get out of that. So, and it does sound really good. What's going on, Claudia? Thank you for joining the chat on Shut Up Let's Talk episode 33. Thank you everybody for hanging out. Good time. It feels really good seeing some new faces tonight on the chat.
That Fender is incredible, though, man. Let me tell you, the way it looks, like, that's actually one that I wanted for a little while. And I was just like, shit, this is fucking amazing. It's really cool.
Definitely. Thanks, man. I love the cherry burst.
Claudia, loca, oye, que bola. It's funny, dude? For some reason, like, I've been out here, like, I went to, there's a town in Indiana, like, an hour away. I had a friend over there. It's by Notre Dame College, called South Bend. You've heard of it, obviously. I met 2 people from New York there, and every second time, you know what they tell me? I start like they have Hispanics around me. I start speaking Spanish, and they're like, "You're Cuban, aren't you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I am." And
That's
we just
hilarious.
started talking. Yeah. Apparently, there's a great Cuban population there. Also in Chicago. For anybody who doesn't know, once again, if you just got on the chat, I just moved to Indiana. I've been here for the last 2 months and stuff like that. I'm kind of just replaying this experience and kind of reviewing the last 2 months as it is. It's been awesome.
Definitely.
Indiana gets kind of boring. Well, at least Warsaw. It's no Chicago. I would say. I don't know if I'll go far back to Miami just yet, but Chicago's a great deal.
I feel you, man. I mean, why not, man? Check some new things out. It's what we brought up a little bit earlier, is that still young right now. You still got time to take a year of your life and put it into a different place, and you never know. It's kind of like, I feel like in life, you never know what you're going to fall in love with next. It's always good to try some new stuff, because whatever you try new might become your next passion. You really never know. So it's just, I don't know. I can't think of anything worse than wasted potential, Even though I'm
right now, I'm doing development engineering, which is pretty much you work on design inputs, you work on what's called market requirements or user needs. Like, for example, we worked a lot of surgeons with our systems and stuff like that. And we make these things called surgical techniques. And what we do is we present that, just like other orthopedic companies do. And right now I'm actually getting to this thing called human factors. And what's cool about human factors engineering is that not only are you making up those user needs and what caters to different people, but it's like you're kind of like intuitive of people. Like, for example, you're like, all right, certain people have this type of color vision, or certain people have this certain strength when they do flexion, or flexion or extension, or antiversion, extroversion, and you really go deep into that. And we had a guy when I was working in hardware who did human factors as well, where he would work on systems. We had a controller where he would work on things like haptic feedback, like on your cell phone, like is this button touchable to a certain type of pressure and stuff like that. And I'm kind of looking at that right now. One of my goals, and I was outlining 3. Like, I don't know if you guys heard earlier. I'm doing my music. trying to see new places, and at the same time, I'm trying to see where I can go for my position. And human factors engineering is actually pretty interesting. I kind of want to look into it right now. They make good money and stuff like that, but at the same time, it's a very intuitive position. I think I could be pretty good for it. So I've known ever since I was at hardware, so I want to kind of try it out eventually in the future.
Go for it, man. Sounds good to me, dude. Shit. Take it to the max, man. Take it to the max. It's the time to push it to the limit. Like my cat right now is pushing my freaking ankles to the limit.
George, man,
my cat's like
there, dude. I want to tell George a thing. So George is a zoology major. It's a sub-concentration in biology, but it deals with animals.
George had all the zoo books.
What's up, Abel? Hey, Abel, have you heard the new Arcspire? I have to ask you. Anyway, that's a quick interjection. George, dude, you gotta go to UF. You have to go somewhere new for your fields. Not only, I mean, you're a fucking Marine, dude. You know what it's like even going to California. You know what it's like going to different places and stuff like that. But really move out for your career, dude. And for anybody watching this right now, move out for your passions. Because I know George is very passionate about what he does right now. And he's not going to regret it. He won't.
No.
Dude, do it right now. You're still young.
And he knows a lot. You could tell George's passion is animals because anytime you see one, he'll always comment on it. Yeah. He'll always comment on various animals on Facebook. I always see it. He'll always know what species or whatever it is, or where it's from, what it does, how it behaves. He knows.
Right. Let me tell you, I've camped with the guy. I've been camping with him. I go out anywhere. He's like a geographical and animal Pokedex. Like, he fucking knows the flora and the fucking fauna of wherever he's at. A true thing for somebody who was in the military. So that all goes together, right?
Which is what he should know. That's exactly how it should be. That's amazing. Good job, George, damn it. Pat yourself on the back. Next time I see you at the bar, I'll buy you a drink just for being so good at that. George is a good guy. George has a built-in Pokedex. That's amazing. Well, well done.
That's true. That's exactly what I was really catering to.
Oh, that's amazing, man. Well, you know what?
It's a great episode, man. This is fucking awesome, dude.
It has been a great episode, guys. We're about an hour and, close to an hour and a half into episode 33. It's been an amazing time, man, dude. I want to thank you for being on the show, dude. A long time overdue. We've been talking about it forever. Finally got around to making it happen.
We've been talking on the phone and stuff like that, and we've been talking about just doing this all together. And I just wanted to have good content prepared. I wanted to really do it at a good time where I've actually spent a little while here. And what I wanted to present was, my experience here thus far. And I've done it.
Exactly, man. And it's good to have you, man. And it was a good topic. It's something that we've been wanting to talk about forever, is moving away from home, because it is like, we talked about it earlier. It is a really liberating experience. Like, unless you get away from home and you get away from your comfort zone, you'll never know what it's really like to be you. Because, we grew up in a place where everybody's so used to the idea of us, like, people that see me make music and stuff, it's cool and everything, but they know me as the guy that they went to high school with that makes these songs now, And where somebody random, when you show them your music, they're kind of like, wow, this guy's an artist, And they all of a sudden see you in a different light, and maybe you'd never see yourself in that light. I don't know. So it is a very liberating experience. It kind of makes you feel like, I don't know, makes you feel a little bit more important sometimes. It's weird. It's weird. But
it makes, like I said, it really isolates yourself, not only in your area, but in your minds. It really puts you at your own ease or your own anxieties. Really makes you confront them face to face. Really and it really makes you ask yourself what's important to you. It's anybody who's moved out.
Definitely, man. So I agree, man. And those are good. Those are good words to marinate on, folks. Think about it. If you guys have an opportunity to get away from home, it's not gonna drive you in some crazy debt. You're not gonna go insane. Go for it. It's a good opportunity. It's a good thing to learn. It's a good thing to experience. You'll grow from it. And if you don't, maybe you're better off where you live already. It's something to learn from, regardless.
That's true. That's true. And you know what? And if it's a place you admire and enjoy, you're gonna be back there anyway. You will.
Exactly. Hey, stop it. Get off. Just biting the cable. It's hilarious. Yeah, apparently he's never seen a curly wire in his life, so now he's like, oh, this is a toy. Hey, stop it.
Cats are inquisitive.
It's hilarious. Anyway, yeah, cats are good. You know what curiosity did to the cat. Anyway, folks, thank you so much for joining us on episode 33 of Shut Up, Let's Talk, folks. My name is Alazar. If you guys want to follow me, it is at AlazarChand on Twitter. You can follow, if you want to follow the show, it is Shut Up, Let's Talk all over the web sphere. Never used that word in my entire life, but we did it today.
The web sphere.
The web sphere, damn it. Yeah, there's no ozone hole in that. All right, so it's a good temperature all around in the Shut Up Let's Talk webosphere. Jose, if they want to follow you, where can they follow you at?
You guys can follow me on Instagram under Portmanteau XI. How you spell Portmanteau? It's a French word. It's PORT MANTEAU XI, not 11 XI. Oh, by the way, fuck the iPhone 10. Samsung's a shit. I saw last episode. Come on, iPhone. Anyway,
or like Team Yawn phone. No, I'm kidding.
You guys can follow me there. You guys can follow me on Twitter under JoseCG 319 as well.
Sounds like a plan, man. Well, until next time, brother. Thank you so much for being on the show, man. Cheers to you, dude. Thanks so much for being on, man. Always a good time talking to you, bro. Miss the hell out of you, man. Come visit. You're gonna come visit sometime at the end of the year, right?
I am. After I go to Switzerland, I'll be there 13th to the 19th. After that, I'm going straight to Miami. So I'm gonna be there by December 22nd.
I'll be sure to have the Will Smith song ready for you. Welcome to Miami. Sounds like a plan, brother. Good. Well, thank you so much for being on the show, man. Until next time, folks, love, peace, chicken grease. Everybody have a great night. Thanks for joining us. We will catch you on the flippity flip. And if we don't, then we won't.
Flip it. Then fuck you.
Alrighty, folks. Oh, God. Later.